Gemini friends, it's Guiding Halo, and this is going to be your financial reading for the rest of September, so from the 15th to the 30th. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's going on for you guys in finances. So this is about what ties your money up, what lets your money be fluid. It's about job endings, job beginnings, opportunities ending, opportunities beginning. It's about soulmates possibly and how they affect your financial inflow or outflow. It is about investors. It could be about stocks. It could be about starting a new company. It could be about court situations due to finances. It could be anything like that. Could be about family. It could be about bosses and CEOs. It could be about inheritances. Anything financial for you. My Gemini friends, organization and leadership, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So this is an Emperor energy. Could be a boss, CEO, could be somebody who's in charge of the roof over your head, could be a bank. If your home is under the care of a bank and you're paying mortgage payments, it could be them. It could be anybody that has influence over the finances that you bring in or the finances that go out, okay? You have fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So perhaps you have an Emperor energy coming in saying, and this came out in the last few readings as well, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was with Gemini, that you guys want to create something for yourself and you want to bring that about and you're not exactly sure how to do it. Now you've got people coming to you saying, I'll help you, let's do this together, let's be partners, let's this, but it's something you want to create yourself. We have the Wheel of Fortune spinning here, where this Emperor person is, all up in your head. Possibly someone's up in their head about whether they're going to get a long waited for promotion or a long waited for something. And this is like sleepless nights, aggravation, worry, stress. It's really going to affect your financial life, whatever this is. The Wheel of Fortune coming in. If you're dealing with a boss, perhaps things have been hard at work. Perhaps dealing with a family member and things have been hard with them where finances are concerned and getting them set up for the time they should pass. So we have an Empress here and an Emperor. So we have two people. The Wheel of Fortune is trying to spin for, or they are trying to bring solidity into your life. My Gemini friends, if you are this Emperor or this Empress, you are all up in your head about which way to go next. Yes, you are. And it has to do with contracts. So whether you should take this job, this company, this whole thing you've got going on. Now, I'm talking about two people that vibrate on very similar frequency, who understand things the same, who have the potential to work massively well together, okay, in business. Massively well. I wonder if keeping love out of it is an issue for you guys in order to focus on your finances. Now, we have contractual agreements coming in. It's impossible that someone, I just said impossible. It's possible that someone is going to be coming in to offer to be a partner with you. And it's two people the divine is trying to bring together to bring about the fruition you seek in your financial life. But this is where you're at here, my Gemini friends. Let's find out what else we can sort through this. Yeah. All up in your head. What else can we find out, please? Cut out the bullshit. Things that no longer serve you, cut them out. The Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor. What is this Wheel of Fortune about, please? The Empress right underneath of it, bringing someone into your life that you can be a partner with in business and maybe other areas, but you are sure as hell not sure you want to allow that. And how does that even happen in my world right now and this person has been busy working on their own stability and you've been busy working on your own stability to create your finances? You're both very financially stable is what I'm getting. Trying to figure out how the contractual agreement is going to work. And I think it's definitely been a struggle between the two of you as to who's going to be in control of what in the company, who's going to be in control of this or that. Perhaps there's trying to be a one-upmanship here in some way. And someone's going to cut out the BS, my Gemini friends, and I'd say it's you, because this is your energy and you're going to make an offer. Or the divine is going to bring in something that's an offer that you can't refuse. Dang, you got all up in your head about that. You're like all up in your emotions. This offer that you can't refuse. Or perhaps you're going to make someone an offer they can't refuse. If you are this Emperor energy, I would say using structure, logic, and discipline is great, and being a leader is great, but at some point in time, you're going to have to show your emotion on the situation here. Shed the light of your emotions on the situation in order to get through to somebody. We have passionate messages, Sagittarian energy. Someone who's been in and out of your life possibly, who's coming in with this offer, and or came in with an offer and there's been a temporary pause and it's got you all up in your feels in your head about it because you've not heard from them in a bit. It's been a minute or two, but it's not that they don't want to do it, it's that they've been busy with something, building their financial stability. Oh my goodness, we got the Emperor again. Now this could be clarification of this Emperor, or we could be dealing with two Emperors button heads. We could deal with one who's married and has a wife. We could be dealing with one who's single and trying to bring about a new phase of manifestation and creation with this couple. But like, yeah, someone feels left out in the cold where a contractual agreement's concerned. There is a new offer and how to start, and it's a big deal. Someone cutting out the BS with this offer. Are you going to take it? It's the question. Or if you're offering it to someone else, are they going to take it? That is the question. Passionate messages coming and a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry about self-employment. You guys very well could be having this energy, or this card's coming out to show that you feel left out of the contract, not communicated with. There's been no communication for a minute here, and you're like, well, more than a minute. I'd say upwards of 7 weeks to 7 months. And you're wondering what the actual F is going on here, because like, this is how I'm feeling. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So if you wanted to go it alone, it's entirely possible that you might not have a choice but to get help from others financially in order to start this up. And the Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor is trying to bring that to you, but you don't see it as a gift, perhaps as more of a turmoil. Inflow of abundance. Looks to me like you're going to accept that offer. Might be smaller than initially promised, however. Feeling stuck. Want healing. You want healing. Going inward and asking the divine. Meditation will help give you answers here, my friends. Clear your mind of all this battle, and I think you very well may lay the swords down and go ahead and say, you know what? I can't go it alone. Apparently I need help. And in doing so, it's going to help you buckle down, get the work done. You may actually consider an apprenticeship, learning underneath one of these emperors or somebody. Maybe you have to step off your emperor throne in order to go into king status, in order to have an apprenticeship and learn and grow. Maybe that's a big blow to your ego in some way. Figured you knew enough to carry on, but perhaps through meditation, the divine is telling you it wouldn't hurt to learn from someone else. It'll bring balance in your emotions, balance in your finances, and very possibly so, this big offer here, the inflow of abundance, is about you coming to work and to learn underneath one of these emperors. But yeah, going inward and not sure what to do. Even though it's going to bring balance, it's like I built this baby by myself. I don't know if I want y'all in here, even though I'm worried about how it's going. I don't want you to steal it from me. Passionate messages coming in that create balance so that you can actually find your way forward. You can actually see your way forward. Learning from somebody else, having someone be a mentor for you. Yeah, it's about reaching a contractual agreement on how you're going to work together from this point forward. How it's going to bring your finances forward. Perhaps you're not sure how a girlfriend, boyfriend, or some situationship will feel about it, and perhaps this apprenticeship or something is actually going to take you away for a little while. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, definitely could be Virgo here. Energy, someone who's self-employed, working on things, solid, grounded, got your ducks in a row. But this change in trajectory here, this Wheel of Fortune spinning in your favor, I think you're having problems seeing that it's in your favor. Even though the divine says it is. Oh yeah, you are. You're all conflicted about it. All up in your head. You're like, you have competing goals. You have one way of seeing how you want the company to go, and they have another way of seeing how they want the company to go. And at some point in time, somewhere, there has to be some middle ground come in. A truth has got to be spoken. This is something, an ingenious idea or communication is going to be had about it. Absolutely. You're going to have to stand your ground and say, listen, this is what I see for the value of my company. It's either my way or the highway here. Use your intuition. Yeah, undecided, unable to make a decision. This communication is going to come in and give you pause for a few. Yeah, definitely could be dealing with Capricorn as well, but watch out, because I don't mean watch out from the other person. What I'm trying to say is take pause, because make sure that what you're doing here is not through ego's sake. It's not about ego. It's the betterment of what your company needs and what you're doing. And we have the High Priestess again. So really listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Stand up for yourself. If someone's trying to force you into a situation that you know is not right for your company, it is not the trajectory you have been on. Perhaps they're stepping in and they want to take over control entirely. And you're like, no, but I have fears surrounding money. I don't know what to do. So perhaps it's about saying, why don't you come in, teach me, help me learn, help me grow, and then leave. How does that sound? That's what I'm getting. High Priestess, carefully consider what you want before acting. We have your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. So you're concerned that this legacy you've built for your children might not even end up going to your children. It might be taken over and like, it's just ridiculous. But God is letting you know here, don't worry about that, because we're in charge of how your children end up. We're the ones that are in charge of that. We got you, we got your children too. No word of a lie, this card has come out and I've shuffled. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. I've had that card so many times today. You know what I'm going to do, just for fun? I've read these cards to you guys now, both these cards. I'm going to put them back in separate places. I'm going to shuffle the deck a couple times, and we're going to see what comes out. Okay, we understand those messages. Maybe someone is dealing with children. You're concerned about how the legacy you're leaving for your children. You're concerned about God having care over your children. You're also thinking possibly about doing something that perhaps you've said something to your children or raised them in a certain way to believe a certain thing, and perhaps this whole offer is going against what you've taught them. It's entirely possible. Let's get different advice from the divine, please. More advice. If it's the same, it's the same. But give us some advice, please, from my Gemini friends about which way to move forward. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Yeah, definitely go inward, and the meditating will help, right? Asking the divine for clarity. Spend time alone. They're not telling you, guys. They're not telling you what's coming forward other than the children thing. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So in having a positive perspective, that's when positive can happen. When you have fear and anxiety, that's exactly what it brings you more of. Okay? So let's find out a little bit more about this High Priestess card. Please, I'm going to shuffle these again to you. So we have the Page of Wands, a new creative idea and a new way to handle a circumstance and situation, which leads to the Ten of Pentacles. Well, it's about time Wheel of Fortune brought around this Ten of Pentacles, eh? Oh, yeah, yada. Yeah, and the Page of Cups, an apology coming in. So this could have something to do with your children. Perhaps an Emperor, Empress energy is going to pass a company down to your children, and you feel they've not learned enough even. Perhaps you feel that they've spent a lot of time playing and not enough time buckling down and getting the work done. Perhaps you're afraid of who it is they love is going to affect someone's love interest here in this circumstance and situation is out for some of the company money is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a Tower moment for you. And that love interest, you very well may have to cut out the BS with if you want to work with having this company handed down to you, or if you're handing the company down. And perhaps that's what the Tower moment coming in, cutting out who no longer serves you, might be about giving this company to one child or another. But there's a huge amount of indecision because of, you know, the way you were raised and the beliefs, or even how you raised your children about fairness. Taking the leap of faith. Someone could have literally an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius child, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio child here. Queen of Cups, wearing your heart on your sleeve. The children know you're undecided, and they might be playing you a little bit here, my friends. Keep that in mind. Balance needs to be brought. I see balance is going to be brought, but how it's going to be brought, I'll tell you how it's going to be brought, is by wearing your heart on your sleeve and telling your children, if this is about them taking over the company, or my Gemini friends, it's about your company and allowing your children into it, or how these people are going to affect the company you've built. Yeah, definitely passionate energy, passionate messages coming in once you wear your heart on your sleeve about it. Unconditional love, unconditional understanding regardless, but telling them that you've got to bring balance to the situation, and it's entirely possible that this Sagittarian child or Aries Leo child is going to come in with information that's going to do just that. I hope it resonates. If it does, leave a message. Blessings to you.